What's up, sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed evening to you all, and welcome back to another video. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, just came off the road, and as I take up the phone, I see this breaking news, this headline: Desmond, Haynes and Jimmy Adams blast West Indies players for not making the minimum fitness requirement. So we're going to talk about it. We also see where Jason Holder and his team, they were basically embarrassed in the IPL today as they were rooted out for, I think, around about 82 runs or somewhere thereabout. So we're going to talk about these two topics. But before we go down into it, I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, leave a like, and make sure you comment before you leave. All right, so let's get into it, guys. I am going to be doing a read along. I didn't even worry to sit down and read through the articles and jot down notes or anything. I just came in, as I said, and I have the device here with the information. So I'm just going to be reading it and, probably give my take every now and again. No, it was actually yesterday evening or last night that, we did a live show here on Sports to the Bone, and we were talking about the fitness and all of that. Talking about the fitness requirements, and I think most persons would agree that as professional cricketers, the players need to show some amount of fitness, yes. But the thing as supporters that I am saying is this: I cannot jump on the bandwagon with CWI and say the players not meeting this, not meeting that. I have no idea what the minimum fitness standard is, and I mean, we might never ever find out. But here is my gripe with the thing. Here's my issue with it now. When it comes on to this thing, we see players that, according to them, always meeting the minimum requirements, right? They are not performing at international level and not performing at franchise level. The ones that cannot get into the international team because they fail the fitness test, they go and they play franchise cricket around the world and they usually do well. So I am not saying that because of that they should just get a free ride. I'm just trying to find out what is this minimum requirement. And if I am not able to make it and a next player is able to make it, how is it that that player is not outperforming me? Anyway, let me get into it, guys. As I said, I'm just going to read the article here. So I am on the Sportsmax website, and the headline says, Adams and Haynes blast players for being unable to meet minimum fitness requirements. So it says, Cricket West Indies lead selector Desmond Haynes and director of cricket Jimmy Adams have both blasted players for not being able to meet the minimum fitness requirements that would qualify them to make the squad, or that would qualify them for selection. Now, Desmond Haynes, here he goes, and I quote, "I'm pretty disappointed as well," Haynes said, speaking in a press conference on Monday. So apparently, we just hearing about this press conference. He went on and he said, when you look at the amount of cricket that is being played around the world, I think there is a certain level of fitness that is required, and I think there is a standard that you should set as a professional cricketer. And I agree, you need to set up a standard, yes, but you just said it. There's a lot of cricket being played around the world, and if these players are not up to a certain level, why is it that these same players are always being requested? Teams are always asking for them except the international team. Once again, don't get me wrong, guys. This is not me saying drop the fitness and put them in. I want to know, how is it? See, Desmond Haynes saying it, a lot of cricket is being played around the world, so you need to keep a certain level of fitness or standard. So how is it that these same players that are not able to meet their so-called fitness standard, how is it that they are being requested all over the world? That is what I want to know. You understand? Anyway, let me continue and hear what he has to say. That is what he was saying before he went on to mention that picking players will be in. Well, picking the players will definitely have to do with things like those. So the performances, the different the performance, and also fitness, right? He went on to say, and I quote, I do get concerned when you have to be selecting the side and not sure if these guys are going to be enough to finish the tour, he said. So apparently their thing is this: the guys are not fit enough to basically play an entire tour. They might be able to give you 1.5 games, 2 games, and then they break down. Because some of these same guys that are not passing the fitness test, they are playing T20 cricket, right? And I guess what they are saying now is that this is an ODI tour. So even though they are able to play a lot of T20 cricket back to back, they might not be able to make to make it throughout the series. Anyway, he went on to say for contracted players who are unavailable for fitness, there are consequences that are outlined in the contract, says Jimmy Adams. So that was Jimmy Adams just now. So the players that are contracted that did not make the fitness standard, there are consequences. I don't know if it is a reduction in their, if it's a percentage of their earning that will be taken away, or they will move down from a grade A contract to a grade B contract. It wasn't said, but I can understand that, as I said, guys, I am not fighting for a team that is not fit. I just want to understand, and this is them giving us bits and pieces of information. Here they are saying, if a man is contracted and is not able to make the fitness standard, then it simply means that consequences are there, and we can understand that. So basically they are saying if a player is not contracted, they can't really do much. They can't really do much, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with that, because if you have a couple of players that you think should be able to perform extremely well and they are not contracted, you should be trying to get those players to get themselves in shape or in a situation where you can eventually offer them contracts. Anyway, let us continue. The article continues and says one player who missed out on selection for the tour of Netherlands in June because he failed to meet the fitness requirement is Evan Lewis. Right? And here they have in quotation, I think this is Adams. We have players who in our eyes are good enough to be considered for selection who are unavailable because of not coming in with the minimum fitness standard. So apparently players that they think, those players are good enough as it relates to their performance, be it batting or bowling, but they cannot be selected because of the fitness. So even though they know even though they know these players might be able to perform as it relates to runs and wickets, they cannot be selected because they did not make the standard. Let me say if I got that right. He said, we have players who in our eyes are good enough to be considered for selection who are unavailable because of not coming in on minimum fitness standards. So in their eyes, these players are good enough for selection, but they were not considered because they did not meet the minimum standard. Let me continue. They went on to say that is disappointing for players who are contracted. That is double disappointing, right? That is what Desmond, Haynes and Jimmy Adams are saying. So the players that are contracted, it's a double disappointment that they are not able to meet the fitness standard, because as we know, they are under contract and they are expected to operate a certain way, right? And as we know, let me see, they finish off and they say, as a new group of selectors, we have made it very clear that we will give opportunities to people and try to broaden the pool and start thinking with 2023 in mind, right? And I think he's talking about the World Cup and all of that. So that is what Mr. Desmond Haynes and Jimmy Adams are saying. They are disappointed that players are not making the fitness standard, especially players that are contracted. So based on what this is saying here now, it would appear as if there are more than one players that did not make it. Probably a such man, maybe one player did not make it, but they didn't use the fitness standard. They didn't use the word fitness. They say unavailable, because of personal reason. But based on how this conversation is going on here, or this interview, it seems to me as if more than one player actually, did not make the standard this time around. But as I said, this is always going to be food for thought, my viewers and subscribers, because in here, we see where they are saying that there are players out there that they think are good enough to be selected, but they did not make the minimum standard. So how can they be good enough to be selected if they don't make the minimum standard? It's a package. You shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be trying to tell supporters that even though they are scoring runs and taking wickets, they are not. They can't make it because they are not fit. How can they be? You think? How is it that you can think that they are good enough but they did not, but they were not selected because they don't meet the fitness standard. The fitness standard should be coupled with the soccer, with the batting and the bowling. You know? So if you are not fit and if you don't meet all the criteria, you are not good enough then. You can't be saying that a man is good, they think he is good enough, but he is not fit. It's a package. How can you be good enough, but you are not fit? Eh? And we're not talking about injured. So basically, you're letting us know that, well, even though they are out there playing and making runs, you know, we think the runs that they are making could get them in the team, but they are not fit. So we want them to be fit. And as I said, I can understand getting a product that is good. You know, I can understand that, but maybe I will stop debating this once I find out what the minimum standard is. And my thing is this, the way in which I see some of the players move in the field, some players that are usually selected, the players that are usually not fit, usually move better than these players in the field. If you're watching IPL, 10 games so far, say for example, 10 or 11 games so far, and some of the players that I heard that were actually fit for West Indies, they are not even able to move around in the field. And some of the players that not fit can move right around. You see, I might be misunderstanding it, you know, my viewers and subscribers, but you know, at the end of the day, we definitely want West Indies to come out on top. So if these selectors and these directors and things believe that you know, this is the way to go, then they are going to do it that way. So I'm going to leave it right here. I'll let you guys in the comment section let me know what you think about it. Anyway, so earlier today we had a game in the IPL and we had the GTs taking on LSG. And boy, I tell you, it was a horrible display by Jason Hole and his team. You know, they were bowled out for 82, chasing 144 set by the GTs. You know, I saw bits and pieces of the game as I had to, you know, to be running up and down on the road and thing. But definitely they lost the game by 62 runs. Really a big defeat. From the other day, we see a lot of teams getting defeated by a whole lot of runs. So the Titans batted first and got 144. Just to give you a quick recap, with Shubman Gill, you know, remaining not out on 63 from 49. So he led the score. Miller had 26 from 24. And in the bowling department, you know, as it relates to the bowling now, Jason Hole had 1 over for 41 runs with four overs for 41 runs, 1 wicket. And funny enough, you know, he was going well in the first 2 or so overs, you know, but then they really went after him, especially in the last over, and they made him pay. You understand? Khan had 2 for 26, so 144 for 4 is what the GTs put on the board. And when the Super Giants went into bat, they were rooted out for only 82. 82 all out within 13.5 overs. Quinton Duckak at the top there got 11. KL Rahul got 8. Huda, he top scored with 27. Nobody else really did anything. Khan down the bottom got 12. And there we have it, my viewers and subscribers. Another big defeat in the IPL. We see defeat of 70 yard, 60 yard, 50 yard, and all of that. So, you know, this game was definitely you know, not as entertaining to some of the fans as they would want. I guess the guys over at the GTs, they probably would enjoy, you know, bowling out LSG for just 82. But yeah, that is basically it, my viewers and subscribers. I just wanted to come on to let you guys know what Mr. Adams and Desmond Haynes have to say as it relates to this. So just let me know what you think in the comment section, my peeps. Go and leave it right there until tomorrow. See? Big up on yourself. I'm out.